Stay black in America. Don't leave, don't go anywhere. Greatest country in the world for a black man or a black woman. You can make all your dreams come true here. Today I'm going to talk about deception. Deception is a strategy, a purposeful strategy. Um, you have to be so aware of who you're dealing with. This is a strategy amongst human beings. Now, I heard a story on Facebook. I don't think was it Facebook or YouTube? I'm not sure, but I don't believe it was really true, because when I listen, I actually study things on listen. I don't just listen for face value. But this is how the story went. One middle-aged black American woman and one older black American woman were standing up in the living room talking to one another. And the younger middle-aged black American woman was saying she was in a marriage that she didn't like. She didn't say the marriage was abusive. She didn't say the marriage was the guy wasn't working. She didn't say the marriage was anything like that at all. Just some marriage that she was in that she didn't want to be in. So she decided that when her husband worked every day and came home, she always prepared a dinner for him, let everything be exactly the same as he's used to, gave him no idea of the deception that was going on. But in the meantime, she got two side hustles. She got two jobs on the side. I think one selling cologne or deodorant, and one selling some other kind of product she was selling. And she would hoard her money. So all the money she made, she would hoard and she would set it aside. So every night she would be a good wife. I think she said she has two children. Had two children. Every night she'd be a good wife. She sleep with her husband, make sure she have dinner with him, everything sure everything is cool. But as time went by and she hoarded enough money, she was able to buy a car, an average price car, and she would hide it, park it somewhere else. Wouldn't let her husband or family know she had a car, park it someplace else. She saved enough money up, she said, to put down a down payment on a little house somewhere in West Philadelphia, she says, right? And then she says she's kept doing the same thing, serving her husband dinner, talking, conversing, being the wife of the house and taking care of the kids. And then she said, one day when I had it all together in the set house, moved everything out, got a moving company, moved everything out. So when he came home that night, it wasn't nothing there. And I was thinking to myself, I said, well, that's a lot of deception, a very purposeful deception. You didn't like the marriage you were in, so you just abandoned him, you left him. Check it out now. So legally, whatever she buys while she's married, right, is her husband's as well. So the story to me didn't have that much validity, because I studied and I said, well, if you're still married to the guy, right, then the house you got is still his house, the car you got is still his car, because you guys are legally married. You can't prohibit him from walking in the house or driving a car if he were to locate you again, if he was even looking to locate you. So the whole thing seemed very fake. But in the midst of the fakeness, I saw the deception. So this deception to deceive someone, this thing, you're deceiving someone that you're married to. There should be no other closer people than somebody you're married, even though we got an abundance of people getting divorced, and maybe they're getting divorced because of this kind of deception thing. Maybe her deception could have been somebody sleeping with somebody else, somebody cheating around, somebody, doing something that's like that, right? But think of the fact, if her relationship was so bad that she could live in a house, not pay any rent, the husband provide food so she can fix groceries, and all those kind of comforts of life, you consider it's pretty good, and she could go out and do something on the side and make money and not have to spend any of that money toward the household. Nothing. She's not paying evidently utilities, nothing. This guy is evidently working and taking care of everything, because the case was she couldn't hoard anything, right? She couldn't hoard anything at all. If she needed to depend on his money, she couldn't hoard any money. But because she could piggyback off this guy, which is her husband, right? Then she could do all these various things deceptive behind his back, right? Deception, man. But it made me think about this, right? Not only just the story that I'm telling you, it made me think about even guys who go out on dates, and they're, in most cases, spending money, big money with somebody, and somebody acts like they like you and really don't. Maybe they just want a meal out of you. Maybe they want a free movie and a meal out of you, and maybe You know, you the third guy that took them out and saw the movie twice, but just want to go anyway because, you know, just want to be out there and do something. Haven't found the one they really want yet. We're being very deceptive with you, making you feel a certain kind of affection that's not there. So you gotta really investigate. You gotta really, man, talk to somebody, look in the eyes, talk to them, get the feel. You can find out if somebody's trying to deceive you if you really search for it. But if you look skin deep and you got somebody there, you can figure she looks attractive, she looks beautiful, maybe she got a nice body, and that's maybe preoccupying your thought patterns. You're not really thinking as clearly as you should. And that happens to men a lot. But you got to realize, man, that your money is just as important as her money. You can take your same money and you can go to a spa and have yourself taken care of. You can take your same money, you can go have yourself a foot pedicure or fingernails and have clear fingernail polish, not the girly kind of thing and stuff. You can take that same money and enjoy your life. You can go to a movie by yourself. You can go to dinner by yourself. You ain't got to necessarily be with nobody, especially with somebody that's another mouth to feed and don't care nothing about you in the first place. Most guys going out on dates because they're trying to get lucky. I think some guys trying to find a wife. Most guys just trying to get lucky, man. They have that hormone build up and they want to have some sex, right? So, you know, you sometimes you waste your money and waste your time with people because you don't explore. You don't ask the important questions. Ask those important questions. Hey, are you looking to get married? Hey, you looking to have children? You have any children now? Oh, where you live at? Where you work at? Because most time we're not looking at how a female looks. You don't care about how she work at because you're doing that thing. But a female is always worrying about where you work at, how much money you're making, what you're doing. You got a car, you got a place to stay. Looking at every kind of angle where you can be exploited, really. I mean, so, you know, I say, man, be very shrewd, be very smart, watch out for this deceptive stuff. And black people used to be in the 60s and part of the 70s the most married people in the United States of America. Top of the list. Went from top of the list to now the most unmarried people. The most lopsided households with females running households with no men in there. And all these young guys they have going to prison. Even some of the females going to prison. You know, but they want to be head of the household. They want to be in the structure of the man. You know, it's God, it's the man, it's the wife, and it's the children. It's an order to this thing. You break an order, there's consequences from it. You can break an order. God gives you free will. You can do whatever you want to do, but there's consequences for breaking certain orders, certain ways things should go. There's consequences, man. So this deception, this type of thing that I heard, I thought it was like disgusting. It would be two black women discussing something like that. To give to, if that, you know, social media and other things just give more room to the devil to deceive people's minds. Because if you hear that and you take it into yourself and you're female and you think, well, I want to get out of the situation, I'll be smart. I'll find a way to do something else and make money and then bounce and leave and do something else. Well, what happens then? Go back to the woman who so-called story about she saved enough money to get a car and hid it and saved money to put a down payment down on a house. Okay. So that guy's sitting there now and so he's not going to have any responsibility for those kids anymore. You're not going to try to take him to court, make him pay some child support. You're going to try to carry the whole load yourself now. You done disappeared. You got your little house now. You got your car and two kids. Now you got to work all the time. Because the down payment, the house is down payment. You still got to pay the mortgage. Still got to pay the car payment. You still got to take care of the kids. You still got to do all that. And plus you got to come home and cook and eat and all that kind of stuff. So the moral of the story is that, did your life improve any or did your life get worse? Because if you think you got freedom, the next thing you're going to want to do is what? You think about, I need another man. I need some companion. So woe on that man who finds somebody like you who is just so deceitful what you did to your husband, and then you're looking for another guy. Are you looking for another guy as prey? I mean, that's the only thing I could see it as. Who want to deal with? If somebody knew the history of that woman, why do you want to even deal with her? You know, why do you want to even deal with her? But you know, stranger things have happened, and guys have picked up more dead weight than you can imagine in their days, and who knows? But I say, be very careful, be very shrewd, ask those pertinent questions. Deception is all around us. Everywhere we look at, it's all around us. So stay black in America, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.